The Vanderbilt Commodores shocked college football last year by having a winning record and making a bowl game and winning the bowl game. Higher expectations are expected for the Commodores. At least that's what Diego Pavia says. These are my game-by-game predictions for the Vanderbilt Commodores for the 2025 season. Hello, everyone. I'm Lucas Hill of SEC Live here at the Voice of College Football. Make sure you all do us a favor. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button down below. Turn on those bell notifications. And make sure you follow us on the socials. Follow me on X at Lucas Hill SEC and follow the Voice of College Football at THEVOCFB. Want to thank our good friends over at Amazon, as always, for helping sponsor this video. Click the Amazon link down below to help support the Voice of College Football. And for more information, here's Mark.
You can make a difference here at the Voice of College Football. Use the Amazon link. Financially contribute to the Voice of College Football without spending a penny. Same shopping experience. It's easy. Go to any video on any channel. Go to the description section and grab the link right next to the capital letters that say Amazon. Use that link and Amazon will instantaneously convert to your account, settings, history, everything intact, just like whatever link you use right now. No difference. Pay no attention to the product that you see right there. Just go search what you want. Don't forget the Amazon link. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, the Voice of College Football.
All right, starting off the year strong, playing Charleston Southern at First Bank. Should be a pretty light win for the Vanderbilt Commodores. We'll get our first look at a brand new offensive line for Diego Pavia and company. It should be improved. I don't think that any real big changes occurred throughout the offseason. I know that it did kind of take a step back this year, but I think it's business as usual for Tim Beck and company. I think you get an easy victory there. Big first test at Lane Stadium at night in Blacksburg. This is going to be a change of scenery for the Vanderbilt Commodores. The question is, can you hang around? Brent Pry and company is 1-12 in one-score games during his tenure at Virginia Tech. If you can keep it to within a score, you have an opportunity. I think you do keep that into consideration. I think Tim Beck's offense is going to run right over this VT defense, and I think you end up with a big win on the road in Blacksburg, something that not a lot of teams do nowadays, and it just seems like the times of old for Virginia Tech are starting to come to an end. Another big test the very next week at Willie B. I think this run ends here, though. I think South Carolina is a much better program than compared to Vanderbilt. At the end of the day, I think Vandy takes their first loss of the season in Columbia. I think overall, though, you're still competitive in this one compared to what you saw last week, or last year, I should say. Georgia State, you should come back. You win pretty easily. I don't think Georgia State is as good as they were last year. Many people are going to expect them to lose to another Sun Belt team, maybe another FC or another G5 program. It's not going to be Georgia State, and it's not going to be Utah State either. I think they end the month of September at 4-1 at the end of the year. Going to Alabama. Alabama's going to have a chip on their shoulder, man. I mean, I hate to say it, but I just don't see a scenario where Diego Pavia and company are better than they were last year. What they were able to scheme up last year was brilliant. I think Alabama knows what they're looking forward to. I think this is a revamped defense. I think Kane Womack has a chip on his shoulder, knowing that he lost to a running quarterback twice during the regular season. And I mean, it just comes down to how are you going to be able to get outside of this Alabama defense? This is a dominant front four with first-rounders all across the field. And the DB room is electric today. I think you suffer another loss here going to back home with LSU coming to town in a few weeks. This one, I don't see you winning at the end of the day. I think LSU is too dominant on offense for you to be able to keep up with them. I think it ends up in a runaway victory for the Tigers. Going back and with Missouri coming to town, this is an interesting one. And I think it's one that a lot of people are paying attention to. This is a team in Vanderbilt that could potentially steal a win here and there and really make some noise at the end of the day. I think they'll get back to a bowl game, no question about it. Will it be? Can they get a signature win? I wouldn't say Missouri would be a signature win, but I think it's a win that you need to get to 5-3 to finally get to that one-game stretch where you're going to get close to a bowl game. Going to DKR, I don't think you're going to be able to keep up with Texas like you did last year. I think Texas is way too good and way too experienced on the defensive side of the ball for you to be able to keep up with them. Auburn back at home. Diego Pavia, can he win 3 straight against the Auburn Tigers? I think that happens. I think they get to that 6th win, and I think they end up going into the bye week as a bowl-eligible program, and I think that that's exactly what we're going to expect from Vanderbilt at the end of the day. Kentucky at First Bank Stadium, I think Kentucky is dead in the water. I don't think they have a prayer, in my opinion. Their offense is too anemic. I don't know if it's the Bush Hamden's problem or if it is a quarterback problem. We're going to have to determine that this year. But right now, I just don't trust Kentucky's offense at this point. I think that's another win in the win column for Vanderbilt and what has been a pretty good season so far. And then finishing at Tennessee. Ceiling is probably 9 wins. Could you achieve that? We'll see what you do against LSU. We'll see what you do against Tennessee. If you can get off to a hot start like you did last year against Tennessee, the problem is that you got to hold on to that for four more quarters. And unfortunately, Tennessee's quarterback situation is much better than they were last year. I do think at the end of the day, it's a Tennessee win. At the end of the day, Tennessee's defense is too good. You know, they have an elite secondary that not a lot of people are going to be talking about. And it's going to be revamped. It's going to be much better. It's a lot of issues that they've addressed already. And this is just going to continue to get better and better and better for Tennessee as the years go on. So where do I have Vanderbilt overall? I have them going 7-5 this year. Get some quality wins against Missouri. Get a quality win against Auburn. If you could consider that a quality win, they could steal a ranked victory at some point during the season, whether it be against LSU at home, whether it be you go on the road and knock out South Carolina. We'll see, man. I mean, you could lose to Virginia Tech as well, though, and end up 6-6. But I think overall, I think they're a much better program than what we saw last year, especially with the Big Four coming back with Eli Stowers, with Cedric Alexander, with Diego Pavia, and with Junior Sherrill as well coming back. A defense that kind of took a step back, but I mean, I should have no worries about what Vanderbilt is going to bring to the table on overall as a program. I still think that they're going to be recruiting at a high level. And let me tell you this, you continue to win at this level for Vanderbilt, you're going to be expected of more. I think Clark Lea is going to be able to keep his job this year. I think he deserves another extension. Hey, if you can hit the portal at a high level like you did last year and continue this trend going forward, Vandy could eventually get themselves into a position where they're an 8-9 win contender, which I think they will be this year. It just depends on whether or not they can steal a couple of games here and there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Am I wrong about my SEC predictions? Am I too high on Vandy? Am I too low? Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Turn on that bell notification so that you are notified every time we post a new video here on SEC Live at the Voice of College Football. Follow me on X at Lucas Hill SEC. Follow the Voice of College Football at TAGVOCFB. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed. Do not stress. Y'all have a great rest of the week.